Today, I'll be playing with a hair straightening comb. I've seen these around for a long time. I just never really jumped on it because I thought it was more for men, you know, for beards and their hair. But they're showcasing it as for men and women. You can straighten your hair, and I actually saw someone curling their hair as well. So this is what it looks like. This retails for $21.99 on Amazon. Andre purchased it, and it has pretty decent reviews, I would say. I mean, there's so many of these on Amazon. This is just this particular seller that Andre bought it from, and they're actually advertising that you can curl your hair as well. Curl and straighten. I'm looking on their page, their store page. So let's try it out. If you have tried this before, let us know what you thought. If you have a beard and you've used this, if you have short hair, if you use this, and if you have long hair, if you use this, how did it work out for you? I have it set on their highest temperature setting. I might lower it, so let's begin. I'm just gonna brush it through just to make sure.
Hair's really curly.
Guys, something's happening with my hair after pregnancy, even before pregnancy. It started getting a little bit more wavy. Like, this is my natural hair. Some spots it gets really wavy, and I don't know. Maybe it's the pregnancy, you know, after hormones, whatever you want to call it.
Alright, be careful.
I know. I can actually feel the heat. I'm just gonna go through it. It does it. It's literally like a comb, but heated. Looks like it's struggling. It's not. It's very smooth. Not bad. My hair is not that hot though. I'm gonna put this down. I don't want to burn myself.
Are you at the highest temperature?
Yeah, I'm literally in the highest. And they have this in Celsius, which is 200 degrees Celsius, which is what in Fahrenheit converted. It's not really pulling the hair. I'm just going slower so it can get...
Yeah, 400.
It's not really straightening the hair. Maybe this way is gonna be better, you know? It's getting rid of a lot of the bend, but it's not really straightening the hair because it really can't, you know? And my hair is not getting stuck. It looks like it is, but I'm just trying to go slow. And I'm trying not to touch the barrel or this metal because I don't want to burn myself. I mean, that's not bad, honestly. I mean, it's not getting rid of, okay. The actual comb, it's pretty smooth through the hair. When I took it out of the packaging, it doesn't look that smooth. It looks like just straight up metal, you know? And it doesn't look like it's gonna go smooth through the hair, but it kind of reminds me of the metal combs that I have, the teasing combs, and they're metal as well. And they're pretty smooth as long as you brush out your hair beforehand with a brush or something like this to get rid of most of your knots. It's not sleeking the hair, it's not straightening the hair, if that makes any sense. But it's kind of, it's helping basically really smooth the hair out and getting really into a lot of the hair. Because it is a comb, but it's heated, so it's helping somewhat. But you can see like a huge difference, look at that. It's still very kind of poofy, voluminous, if that's the look you're going for. It's not, it's
natural.
It's very interesting. Yeah, I feel like this would be really great for people with really coarse hair, really textured hair that need extra help, and you use your flat iron over and over again. This might be great beforehand and then go in with your flat iron like I mentioned. So you see, it's not calming down the frizz. I feel like it's kind of exaggerating the frizz in a way. So that's, I would actually go back in with a flat iron to smooth my hair out even more. But it does feel nice. Babe, maybe you would like this on your hair.
I rarely use a comb.
Yeah, that's true. It does pull out hair though, but not as much as those other straightening brushes. I like that the hair doesn't get really hot. That's really nice. It's comfortable. All right, so let's see from side to side. Like I said, I've already went multiple times over a lot of these sections and it does not want to straighten. So, but we can see a difference, a huge difference, right? Massive difference, look at that.
It does look like there's a lot of frizz on it.
It is.
Is it frizz or volume?
Well, you can see the hair is really kind of sticking out, the pieces that were kind of more wavy, curly.
Drying them out almost?
I'm not sure, but the hair feels pretty good. Like it still has a lot of movement to it, as you can see, you know, but it's not straight and it's not smooth and it's not sleek. It's just, it basically detangled the hair and somewhat straightened it up. That makes any sense. I'll keep repeating this. This will not get you super sleek, smooth, beautifully straight hair. You'll need a flat iron for that because you need the 2 plates to really pass through each section. But this is great to really help start the process, you know, detangle everything, kind of stretch your hair out, if that makes sense. I'm just gonna do the one side of my head so you can really see a difference. If you have really textured hair, curly hair, textured hair, hair that you need, you know, extra assistance to straighten your hair, and if you've used this product, how did it work out for you? Was it good? Was it just a nuisance, you know? Was it just something extra that you really don't need in your life? Or was it something that kind of changed your life? Your hair life? And I'm getting pretty big sections, sorry babe. I'm getting pretty big sections because it's a pretty wide comb. So you can kind of really get in there and just very gently brush it through.
I kind of thought that it would work better.
Yeah, but then I didn't at the same time because
There's much better tools on the market.
like the Tymo.
Yeah.
But this is, I feel like it's a lot quicker and you can really get closer to your scalp with this tool. But then the Tymo, see, you don't really need a flat iron afterwards. And it really tames your hair, and so many people with textured and really curly hair, they love that tool and they don't even use a flat iron afterwards. So this, I'm kind of like, who would really enjoy this? Are there men in your life that have used this tool for their beards? For their hair? Did they enjoy this? See, you can kind of see it. And it's creating that frizz. I'm not 100% into this tool just yet. I like that it detangles the hair really nicely, you know, before you want to go in with a straightener if that's what you already do. Or you straighten your hair before you curl it. This might be really nice. But then again, I see myself not using this tool just because I personally like to use a comb or a brush in conjunction to my flat iron. I'll just take a section of hair and then I'll take a flat iron and I'll go right on top of it, really nice and gentle, and that way at the same time it detangles and it smooths the hair out for the plates so the hair will lay nice and flat and even. So I'm kind of thinking if you already do that, then this is just gonna be another extra tool that's just gonna lay around, honestly, because the results, they're not nice for the hair to just do this on its own without any other tool. You know what I mean? Like, I'm looking at my hair and honestly, I'd go out with my hair like this instead of like this because it's so frizzy and it's poofy in all the wrong places, and this is just my own personal preference. I'm thinking, like, in the future, would I use this and then go in with the flat iron? No, I wouldn't personally, because I already, oh, that's hot. Yeah, you gotta be careful not to burn your scalp. Just because it's adding so much frizz. Babe, you wanna get closer to see what I'm talking about? You see all those hairs? Like right there, how these start sticking out. Like you see that? I'm gonna quickly finish and then I wanna come back and kind of talk about this tool. All right, so we got one side done, and I really just wanted to compare from one side to the other, and you can see how much extra frizz I got. If you're hearing something, he's on the monitor right now. I'm just watching him. But the one thing I was kind of interested in was how close can I get to the very top to smooth or straighten it out, and I think it actually did a pretty decent job because, like I said, this entire thing is hot. All of these little combs, the bristles, they're not essentially bristles. I mean, kind of they are, but the cutouts, the comb cutout is all hot. All of this is hot. So you have to be very careful not to burn your scalp, not to like hold it on your scalp because you can burn your head. But it honestly did a pretty decent job getting rid of some of the kinks, and I'm looking, it kind of evened it out, but the rest of the hair, the results, it's way too frizzy for my liking, it's way too poofy for my liking, and it doesn't really have that movement or that body that I like with my hair when it's straightened, and it honestly looks fried. It doesn't look healthy. Does that make sense?
It looks bad.
It doesn't look great. That's what I'm saying. This tool on its own, I don't think it's great. It might be good with something else, with a flat iron afterwards or a curling iron afterwards if you have very curly, very coarse, very unruly hair, you need extra help. So you might enjoy this, but I'm thinking I would rather recommend the Tymo because what's the Tymo, like under 50 bucks, 45?
50 bucks.
I think it's around $50 depending when they have a sale or not, but it's a $50 hair tool and you don't need to use a flat iron afterwards. So even though this tool is pretty inexpensive for roughly $22, it's still, I think, a tool that's just gonna sit in your hair tool collection, in my opinion. Personally, it's probably gonna sit in my collection. I just thought it would work a lot better. It's kind of disappointing, but then this is kind of what you get for something like this. Again, if you have used this tool and you have very textured hair, maybe really curly hair, maybe really unruly hair, how did this work for you? Please let us know your results, if you still use it, if you like this tool. But for now, you guys, I'll see you guys in the next video very soon. Bye.